Kia ora whānau, you're here with me, the maoriwargamer, and today we're playing Warhammer 40K Battle Report. So today we'll be playing a 50 power level battle between the Dark Angels and the Space Wolves on Moon Base Klasius. We'll be playing mission number 3 of the campaign. If you've been following along, Dark Angels won the first game, Space Wolves won the second game. So this will be the tiebreaker, the ultimate decider on who takes out this campaign. So the objective of the game, because the Dark Angels failed the last mission, they have to protect the cache right there for 3 attacking waves. The Space Wolves will attack me and they just need to claim the cache by having the most models within 3 inches of it. It's going to be a hard job for them to do. We've modified the mission slightly. As it's written, the Space Wolves have to redeploy on another attacking edge at the end of every round, but we've modified that slightly because we've played through once and it didn't work out so well. So the Space Wolves can choose to redeploy if they want to at full unit strength, otherwise they can stay where they are, and the Dark Angels just have to stay and hold the objective. So we'll get into that. The Space Wolves get the first attack, the first turn. But before we get into that, we'll take a look at the armies that will be playing today. Getting the Dark Angels, we have an Interrogator Chaplain equipped with a Power Fist, a Crosius, and a Bolt Pistol. 5-man Scout Squad with 4 Sniper Rifles, a Missile Launcher, and all equipped with Camo Cloaks. A 10-man Tactical Squad with Las Cannon, Grav Gun, and a Sergeant with a Power Sword and a Grav Pistol. An Apothecary with a Chainsword and Bolt Pistol. 5-man Deathwing Knight Squad with 4 maces and the Flail of the Unforgiven, and a Dreadnought with an Assault Cannon, a Power Fist, and a Stormbolter. And 3 Ravenwing Bikers with a Plasma Gun and a Sergeant with a Chainsword. Leading the Space Wolves, we have a Wolf Lord with a Stormbolter and a Frost Sword. A 10-man Grey Hunter Squad with Bolt Guns, a Sergeant with a Frost Sword and a Plasma Pistol. 5-man Grey Hunter Squad with a Plasma Gun and a Sergeant with a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. 5 Long Fangs with a Multi-Melter, a Plasma Cannon, a Heavy Bolter, a Las Cannon, and a Missile Launcher. 5-man Wolfguard Terminators with an Assault Cannon, a Heavy Flamer, Thunder Hammer, 2 Chain Fist, Frost Claws, and a Stormbolter. Not entirely legal, I don't think, but yeah, we'll just play it as it goes. And a Swift Claw Attack Bike with a Multi-Melter. Now let's go into Space Wolves turn 1. So the Space Wolves have all just moved forward, even their Heavy Weapon Squad. Attack Bike up the line, hoping to cause some damage with that Multi-Melter, which we'll see if they get anything done as we go to their shooting phase. Space Wolves. So the Terminators and the Long Fangs have shot into the Dark Angels, specifically the Apothecary, hoping to nullify his healing abilities. But the Apothecary, thanks to some command point rerolls, has managed to survive with no wounds suffered. So now all the Grey Hunters are going to shoot their bolt guns in, heading on 3s, targeting into the Tac Squad. And we'll come back to you with that. So 3 2-up saves for the Tac Marines as they're in cover. Oh, 2 dead. And a 5 or a 6 for the Plasma Gun. Whew, save that. So the Apothecary has sustained a lot of heavy fire but tanked it all so well. Now he's under fire from the Multi-Melter of this attack bike to be saved on a 6+. So let's see. And D6 damage. 6. Alright, so end of Space Wolves turn 1. They fired heavy weapons fire into the Dark Angels. They took out 1 tactical marine and the Apothecary. Will that be a critical loss for the Dark Angels? Can they survive for another 2 waves of the sustained heavy assault? Well, we'll see what happens as they return fire in Dark Angels turn 1. The first shot has been fired by the heroic Dark Angels Las Cannon into the attack bike, revenge for the apothecary. It's hit, it's wounded. Now we're going to deal d6 damage. Let's see what we get. 4. Yeah, we're happy with that. Alright, so the end of Dark Angel's turn 1, as they've returned fire to the Space Wolves, successfully taking out the attack bike and one of the las cannon guys of the long fangs, but not a lot of damage otherwise. The snipers took a shot into the wolf lord, dealing 1 mortal wound, but yeah, pretty even on both sides of the conflict. We'll return with the Space Wolves turn 2, see if any of them redeploy or if they continue their advance. We'll come back to you. So that's the end of the movement phase for the Space Wolves turn 2. The attack bike is coming from this table edge, flanking the Dark Angels, as the Space Wolf line has advanced even further. We'll see if they do any more damage as they go to Space Wolves shooting phase. So shooting phase, Space Wolves attack bike shooting multi-melter into the Dreadnought, hitting on 4s. There's a hit, wounding on 3. It's a wound. So I'll launch it from the long fangs into the Tactical Marine. 6 shots, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. And wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. 3 2-up saves. 1 more dead. RIP. Wolf Guard Terminators firing 4 shots into the Tech Marines, hitting on 3s. We got 4 hits and wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. Let's see. 3 2-ups. Woo! Sons of the Lion. So again, we've got not a lot happening again. Space Wolves turn 2. The Grey Hunters are all firing in, bolt guns and plasma gun, heading on 3s into the Tech Marines. Come back to you. All right, so that's the end of Space Wolves turn 2. Only 3 more Tactical Marines have fallen under the weight of the Space Wolf numbers, as they still maintain a solid hold on their defensive position on the information cache there. So as they retaliate for a second time, hoping to take out more of the destructive enemies, such as the attack bike, the long fangs, until salvation arrives when the Dark Angels battle cruiser enters orbit with the Moon Base. Follow me, stay with us as we go to Dark Angels turn 2. Alright, so end of movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 2. The Tactical Marines, led by the Brave Sergeant and the Interrogator Chaplain, have climbed over the Aegis defense line, leaving the defense of the cache to the mighty, heroic Deathwing Knights, seeking to take advantage of some rapid-fire bolt gun shots to thin the numbers of the advancing Space Wolves. The Ravenwing Bikers have left as well to meet this rampaging army, whilst the snipers and the Dreadnought continue to provide valuable heavy fire, looking to get rid of this guy. I'll come back to you with all the action, all the entertainment that you know and love here on the channel. That's why you subscribe, that's why you like. You're here with me, the maoriwargamer whānau, and we'll come back with Dark Angels shooting phase. Okay, so Dark Angels shooting, we've got rapid fire action from the bolt guns and the Interrogator Chaplain shooting into the long fangs. We're looking for 3s and a 2 with the green dice. Let's see what we get. 3s, okay. So 6 hits with the bolt guns, and now we're looking for 4s to wound. That is 3 wound and 3 3-up saves required from the long fangs. Let's see how that goes. 1 dead. So it's a fail for a hit for the las cannon. We've got rapid fire now from the grav gun. 1 hit. Grav gun 3s, which is a nice big 3 there, Toru. And that's AP -3, so a 6-up save required. Not quite, another long fang, bites the dust. Guns fired there, twin bolters into the Grey Hunters behind the Wolfguard Terminators. 5 wounds, 5 3-up saves. Oh man. Dreadnought's gonna fire his assault cannon into the attack bike. 6 attacks, 6 shots hitting on 3s. 4 hits and equal, so 4s. 2 wounds. -1 AP, so that is 2 4-up saves. 1 wound. Firing, actually, the Storm Bolter into him. 4 shots, 3s, and then that is 5s. 1 wound. 1 3-up save. Alright, so that's the end of Dark Angel's turn 2. Yeah, we took out 3 long fangs. Did 1 wound to the spiker, but nothing else is happening really. As the Space Wolves prepare for their final assault on the Dark Angels. We'll see how that goes as we go to Space Wolves turn 3. Alright, so Space Wolves for their movement phase on their final turn. They need to capture this by having the most units within 3 inches. The Ravenwing bikers stand in the way. The tactical squad stands in the way. The Longfangs have redeployed on this table edge after losing out to a morale check. The attack bike has moved forward as well, trying to sneak up. We'll see what happens as we go to their shooting phase. So the Deathwing Knights are coming under fire from the rapid fire 2 bolt gun shots of the bike, hitting on 3s, 3 hits. That's 5s it wounds on, so nothing. Melter into the Dreadnought. Yep. 4, that's a hit. Yeah, that's a wound. 6 wounds from the 3 wounds to a Dreadnought 7. Cannon into the Deathwing Knights. 6, no, it's just 6 shots. Nope. On 4s, 4s because it's moved. So 1 hit and 4s, nothing. With Flamer finally coming into action, even if it isn't quite legal. So heavy, no, so roll a d6. See how many hits it gets. 1 hit. Hitting on 4s because it's moved, so that's 1 wound. And nothing. Into the Deathwing Knights. 4 shots hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Winning on 5s. 1 wound. 1 2-up save. Safe. Shots from the Grey Hunters into the Ravenwing Bikers, hitting on 3s. We'll come back to you. Hits, wounding on 5s. We'll come back to you. And 5 3-up saves from the Bikers. All but 1. So 1 biker takes 1 wound. Grey Hunters rapid firing into the attack squad. 3s. We'll come back to you. On 4s. Yep, saves for the attack squad. And also just 1 more popped off. Ugh. Okay, plasma cannon, supercharged heavy D3 shots into the Deathwing Knights. 3 shots, hitting on 4s. Oh, no explosions. And we'll come back soon. Let's check the wound roll. So two 3-up saves from the Storm Shields. Woo! Yeah, tank it. My boys, maoriwargamer. The Melter into the Deathwing Knights. 1 shot hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 2s. 1 wound. One 3-up Storm Shield save. Oh, nothing. D6 damage. 2 damage. This one's dead. So, end of Space Wolves turn 3. They took out one Ravenwing Biker, one Deathwing Knight, wounded the Dreadnought, but the line is still held strong, as the sound of the Dark Angels battle cruiser comes in. They can see that they are saved. The information, the valuable information on the Fallen will be extracted successfully, and the Moon Base Klasius will be blown up by the Dark Angels battle cruisers, but not before the Dark Angels evacuate safely. And we'll get to that, but first, their final chance for retaliation for their lost battle brothers as we go to Dark Angels turn 3. So 5 shots from the tack squad into the Grey Hunters, hitting on 3s, 4 hits, winning on 4s, 2 wounds, and then into the Terminators, hit, winning on 2s, wound, Terminator 5-up save, no, and D6 damage. One of the Terminators is dead. The grav gun and the grav pistol of the Sergeant into the Terminators, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s, 1 wound. That's one 2-up save. Yeah, which is saved. From the Bikers into the Grey Hunters, 8 shots, hitting on 3s, 8 hits. Maoriwargamer, good luck as always. Luck or skillful editing, who knows. Winning on 4s, 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves required of these Grey Hunters. Damn, they are survivable. And that's game there, whānau. A Dark Angels victory for this mission and for the Klasius campaign. They survived 3 brutal attack waves by the Space Wolves, but they managed to keep hold of the objective for those 3 waves. The Space Wolves, incredibly resilient to all sorts of fires. The Grey Hunters, I don't think they lost a single man. The Dark Angels numbers were thinned out significantly. It was a difficult battle, a difficult campaign overall. But as the Thunderhawks swoop down to evacuate the Dark Angels and the Moon Base is subject to exterminatus, all traces of this battle will be wiped from the official records. It'll be written down that the Space Wolves successfully cleared the Chaos Uprising, but fell victim to a stray meteor that crashed into the Moon Base afterwards. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this mission and the other 2 missions before it. Look forward to more campaigns coming from us. We've got a few new armies in the works here at Maoriwargamer Studios. Next mission from me, you'll be seeing some Crimson Slaughter Chaos Space Marines. We've got Dark Elder in the works. We've got Genestealer Cults. We've got all sorts of armies to keep you entertained, give you something to do when you've got nothing else to do. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm the Maoriwargamer. Ka kite anō.